two things I want to talk about. First, I want to talk about lazy days and how not to feel guilty for having lazy days. And number two, if you're just not at the point where you feel comfortable about having lazy days, that's how I used to be. I'm going to give you a few tips that can help you prioritize your days so that when you have a lazy day, you won't feel guilty, okay? I'm going to get right on into it. One of the first things I suggest is putting things away. Putting things away as soon as you're finished with them. For instance, if you have on some clothes and it's either you're going to wash them or you're going to hang them back up depending on what it is, of course. So if it's a coat, an overcoat, something like that, if you're not going to wash it, go ahead and put it back on the hanger. All right, go ahead and put it back on the hanger. If you're using something, some lotion, something for your hair, a brush, go ahead and put it away, because when you don't, that's how things pile up very quick. Same thing goes for things in your kitchen. If you're finished using a certain appliance, go ahead and put it away. Your jewelry, your earrings, your keys, your purse, your shoes, don't just leave them out. Go ahead and put them away. It is so easy for us to just be on the go, just sitting items down, and before you know it, everything is out of place. You can't find nothing, and this is going to create you being short for time because you're using time that you can be doing something else, looking for an item that you put down that wasn't supposed to be there. So putting things away when you're finished with it is a big tip. This is something I have been doing for a long time now, and it's just second nature to me. I know this is another cliche when we always hear this, but I'm telling you, it works. Anytime I don't do this, baby, I am just in a disarray, okay? Meal plan and meal prep. Now let me tell you something. I had a business where I did meal prepping for 6 years, okay? Now listen, when it comes to meal prepping, when it comes to meal planning, what I do for meal planning is I have something in my phone. Let me know if y'all want me to share it. I have something in my phone like a list of meals that I can, like when I can't think of what I want to cook, or I ask my husband and he say he don't care and my son don't care and all that. I have a list of meals in my phone. It's about 30 of them, and I'm adding on it all the time. It's about 30 meals that I have in my phone in my notes section, so I can just always go to it and be like, okay, boom, I'll cook that. And I have low carb meals, I have regular meals, things like that. So that's a way to meal plan. Know your meals through the week. When you are meal planning, it helps you with your grocery list. Another thing, meal prep. Meal prep is not always cooking a whole lot of food and putting them in meal prep containers. You want to know what helps me, honey? Meal prepping for me is taking the chicken out that pack, honey, putting it in the Ziploc, let me go, girl, let me go back. Meal prepping for me is taking the chicken out that pack, cleaning it, okay? Had to put that in there. Cleaning it, putting it in a Ziploc bag, seasoning it, and putting it in the refrigerator. This little stuff like this helps me out so much, because guess what? All I have to do when I get ready to cook is take that chicken out that Ziploc bag, boom, pour it up, put it up in the whatever I'm gonna cook it in, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, listen, I am a girl. I be cooking, honey. So it take up so much time when you have to take the chicken out, open the pack, and then wash it and season it. That takes up time for me. I love being able to just put that stuff in a Ziploc bag, season it, and cook it. That is a great way to meal prep. So you can do this with your chicken, you can do this with your salmon and all of that. Now, of course, you have to be careful. You don't want it to be sitting in your refrigerator and stuff for a week and shit, 4 days pushing it sometimes. So do this for food that you know you're going to cook within the next day or two, okay? Another tip is to declutter and organize. I have gotten so good with decluttering these last 2 years. I'm talking about queen, honey. I've always been a great organizer, but let me tell you, decluttering. And the last 2 years, I've been on fire. Everything getting thrown away. Everything get thrown away. And amongst me decluttering, I'm looking at the items that I'm throwing away, and I'm like, I didn't use this. Oh, excuse me, honey. I'm like, this didn't serve any purpose. I didn't need this. And it made me reflect on things that I was spending. And I realized that a lot of this stuff that we spend money on is just stuff. We don't use it. We don't need it. We don't need all of these things. So, and clothes, let me tell you, every time we go shopping, we buy cute stuff. One time fashion statement pieces that we can't wear again because that's just how it is. We don't want to be seen. If something is real cute and unique, we don't want to wear it more than one time. And if we do, we ain't go post it on social media, or we gonna space it all the way out. Okay. So amongst decluttering, I'm like, I got so many clothes and I don't wear this stuff. I realized that all I have to do is buy a lot of basic stuff. So I have a lot of basic camis. I have like basic long sleeve V-neck shirts. I like V-necks because they elongates my neck. I have like sweatpants. I have a few pair of jeans. And that's what that's what I have, when it comes to like basic wear. And when it's cold outside, I have a whole lot of different cardigans so I can put my long sleeve V-neck on, or my cami, and like some sweatpants, and just switch up my overcoat or my you know, cardigan sweater. I just switch it up like that. We do not need all them clothes. Every piece of clothes we don't need all that unless you got a job that requires you to do all that dressing up. I understand. But even with that, you don't need all that. We don't need all them clothes. We just do not. And we don't need all them gadgets. You going on a TikTok shop buying the 2-in-1 spinner to wash your dishes. Honey, all you need is a sponge. All you need is a dish rag. You don't need all this stuff. You don't need all this stuff that they promote. So declutter. Throw away stuff that's in the way. Okay? Declutter your space and organize. Doing this will create a very peaceful environment. You will notice that you won't be feeling all panicky. You won't be feeling like, oh, I can't rest until I put all of this away. If you follow those steps of putting things away as soon as you're finished with it, and you just take 1 or 2 days out of your week. Well, I'll say this. Take a week to declutter, organize, and clean up. Take a week to do that. Get everything out, organize everything, right? Okay? Do all that. All you're going to have to do going forward is take 1 day out of the week to organize your closet, organize your drawers. This is something that I have been practicing, and it has helped me in so many ways. As somebody who is it's hard for me to relax if things are not organized. It's just hard for me. I don't like stuff all over the tables and counters. I don't like all that. I don't like my drawers filled up with stuff that I don't use. So declutter and organize. Everybody got their random drawers. When you pull it up, pull it out, it's all kind of old stuff. Old manuals, user manuals, pens that don't work no more, batteries that didn't gave out, just all random stuff. Declutter and organize. I'm telling you, when you do that, it's going to make you feel a whole lot better. Another option is If you don't feel like doing something, honey, you don't feel like making your bed when you get up. You don't feel like mopping and sweeping your bathroom. If you don't like folding your clothes, pay your children to do those things for you. Pay your children to do your chores, okay? Or simply hire help or ask for help. Whatever you can afford, whatever is best for you. But of course, if you can't afford those things, you have to do it yourself. And I'm telling you, all it takes is for you to have 1 week to do everything, to clean everything, to organize everything. And going forward, all you will have to do is just take 1 day out the week to maintenance. All right. Don't forget the meal planning. Don't forget the meal prepping. All right. And you might be wondering, okay, how can I have the energy to do all this? The how I have the energy is, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when I don't go to the gym consistently, when I don't move, I work from home, right? So I'm just here making herbal medicine, sitting down. I'm chilling, watching TV. When I do not go to the gym, my energy is low. But when I go to the gym and I do use my woman wellness tea and all that and take my vitamins, my energy, I feel good. I can still take my woman wellness tea and take my vitamins, but if I am not moving, getting no sunlight, if I'm in the house all day, my energy is low. I don't care how many vitamins and stuff I take, my energy is just low. So it is imperative to move. Even when it's winter outside, there's still some sunlight and we need that. Okay? So having the energy to do this is it requires you to move your body. Fortunately, if a lot of y'all are working a job, it is beauty in it. Because let me tell you, honey, as someone who has been working from home since 2018, I do miss having that routine. I sometimes miss like going out, you know. So I encourage you to do those things so that you can have energy, exercise, and take your vitamins, take your woman wellness tea so that you can thrive and feel well. I hope that these tips help. I really do. If y'all want my meal ideas, I will post them. Have a good night. Peace.